Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, that's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. Big day today, mainly because I got cut short on Friday. I do apologise about that. The house was just chaotic. And yesterday was a public holiday. Sneaks, the cat is in the vet, so I've got the phone sitting next to me just in case the vet calls, because she hadn't eaten for 7 days, and of course, she often goes off food for 3 to 4 days. She pigs out, gets over fat, goes off food 3 to 4 days, loses a bit, and then is back to normal. But this was not normal, so in at the vets at the moment, and I am waiting for a phone call. Barrage of tests being done. Okay, entertainment only. Oh, what do I want to have a look at? So there's going to be quite a few readings today. I do apologise, pick and choose. Do not feel obligated to watch all of them. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this, oh goodness, where do I go? Couple of news items. The Supreme Court has rejected Maxwell's conviction appeal. She was trying to get her conviction overturned under the terms that Epps had got, and SCOTUS rejected it. What? However, that might lead to somebody getting a presidential pardon. So just keep an eye out for that. I've had some interesting readings on that. He is tossing up whether to yes or no. Okay, thank you. What I'm being told, if you hear my guides, let me know, because boy, oh boy, they get chatty at times. What I'm being told is that the Supreme Court was advised to reject it. That's interesting. Okay, thank you. The order came from within the regime to reject her appeal. Right. To control the messaging, it's not messaging, what's the word you're telling me? To control it's not even information that gets out there. I'm trying to pinpoint. I can see the word, but I can't quite bring it to the fore. Narrative. To control the narrative. They want her kept in so that they can try and control the narrative. Thank you, guys. Okay. I read on this quite a while ago that Maxwell, she's at a risk of ending up not alive. I'm going to put that out there, not alive. And I was getting at the time, I mean, this is about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Gosh, feels like a lifetime ago. That I could see desert and a car and an exhaust being run around from the back of the car into through the window type thing. That's what I was seeing in regards to Maxwell. Don't like her, not supporter of her at all. Hope she does her full 20 years plus some. But I don't want to see her being taken out. Oh, interestingly enough, one of my beautiful viewers pointed out that Sterling Psychic Medium, about the 33rd minute or 34th minute on Sunday's program, was also picking up that certain things would be found at Zorro Ranch this year with the flooding. Been saying that, gosh, I've been saying that for over a year now. My first reading on Zorro Ranch, I think I read a couple readings last year. They were really dark, and in fact, I've had visions of things that took place at Zorro Ranch that are absolutely horrific, and I just will not share. So, but it will come out. Okay, so on that note, what I want to have a look at is apparently the Epps survivors are going to hold a press conference in Washington, D.C. on the 8th of October with Representatives Kana, Massey and Green. Now, with Green, oh, goodness me, wouldn't have ever thought that I'd be bedfellows with MTG. I keep getting that she was she is a survivor herself, not of EPS, but of childhood abuse. And that's why she's on this vendetta trail. It was a line for her that she could not cross. Now, it doesn't excuse her, but it does somewhat explain some of her actions, like her moral inability in regards to Hunter to decide to actually choose morally what was right and what was wrong. Ergo, which it sounds really weird, but I have known in my past survivors, and they tend to go two ways. And they can either, this is my personal experience from an outsider's point of view, they either become extremely prim and proper and buttoned up to the, buttoned up to the nose practically, and very moralistic, or they go off on the sex rails and become, I won't say promiscuous, but their ability to judge then gets really affected. So I think that's why MTG is so involved in this, because she herself is a survivor. So the magician jumped out. Look over here while this is going on over there. Yep, that's a delivery at the door. Just pop you on hold for a second. That was a few second hold. My doorbell didn't go off, and I was just checking that the guy wasn't needing me to sign anything. No, he's just left the parcel there. Okay, so the magician, it can be the manifestation, the bringing to the surface, got everything at their disposal, the survivors. It can also be a smoke and mirrors manipulation. So do not be surprised if the regime does something desperate on Wednesday. Remembering that the last time they held a press conference, the Prime Minister of, trying to think, was it Hungary, Turkey, one of those places, was visiting, and they had the jets fly over incredibly low, back and forth over during the press conference. So continuation of abuse. But the magician has jumped out at me there. Okay, they want me to read. How's the press conference going to go? They have the goods. They have the names, they have the dates, they have the places. They have the goods, but do not be surprised if there's some sort of distraction. The challenge is not liking what's on offer here, emotionally closed off to an offer. The survivors are emotionally closed off to some sort of offer that's going to come. Okay, right. Might be an offer to do this press conference in private. Does that make sense? Like a controlled press conference or something along those lines. I'm going to say this is the survivors. They have the goods. They have the emotional, the solid messaging. They have the dates, the times, the people. They have it all. And it is the number one card, which is the second card in the major arcana behind the Fool card. And the Fool is about a new journey, about packing up your swag and making the determination to go forward and trusting that the universe has got your back. This is the next card, the Magician. So I think they've got it. The challenge is going to be that somebody don't like what is on offer here. There may be an offer to hold it as a private closed hearing in Congress, which is odd because Congress is closed theoretically, or maybe somebody else is, the challenge is somebody else is not going to like this, and I'm talking about the regime. Emotionally leaving behind what does not serve. Now, we're full moon at the moment, full moon tonight. Oh boy, aren't I feeling that with lack of sleep. But this is emotionally putting down and leaving behind what no longer serves and setting out on this new path, this new journey. There are steps there, which means action needs to be taken. And you've got this thoughtful female overlooking and protecting is what I'm getting. Okay, that's the energy they're in at the moment. Now, steps mean action needs to be taken. Actual physical steps need to be taken on this path forward. Wow. In the past, a lot of information is coming out that certain individuals are trying to keep control of, but they can't. The information keeps coming out. And we've got the moon at the top, the insanity, the secrets being revealed. Again, the full moon. There are only two eclipse moons, which are full moons in this deck, and here are both of them on either side of the Magician, and somebody not liking what is being presented is the Challenge. Wow, this is big energy, this press conference. Okay. They've decided to share the burden. This is the Ten of Wands. The heavy burden that they've been carrying for so long, bringing out the one message, the Ace of Wands, holding that to the fore. There is stuff that we will never find out, that we will never be told. It will be their burden to bear, but they are sharing what they feel they can. So the immediate future is this Ace of Wands, new information coming out. There's a lot that is not going to be shared as of yet. So this is 8. This is 9 plus 1. Okay, Sword of Truth. They are going to impale the king with their truth. They are bringing their truth, and it is the truth. Sword of Truth externally, internally. Secrets being revealed, secrets coming out, individuals wanting secrets kept hidden. Oh boy, but this is powerful feminine energy. Women stepping into their spiritual power to reveal the secrets. Wow, the strength of these women. I actually, I'm sorry, I want to cry. The strength of them together and the strength that they are bringing internally to bring forward this truth is just I don't have words. It's just, it feels so incredibly powerful. Okay. Hopes and fears, the Knight of Coins. This could be documentation being brought forward. It could also be the mercenary making threats. So let's see where we go. The outcome, the King of Cups. Oh my God, I have this King of Cups. Is it Kana? I don't know who this King of Cups is, but he keeps appearing in these messaging. He is a mature, empathic, compassionate, strong, diplomatic leadership energy. I mean, it may even be a female. It doesn't have to be a male. It is an external energy that will bring things to an end. Wow. And we've got the Empress. Power to the women. Power to the death. Something is ending. And we have the Empress. We have a plan coming to fruition where they can look to the future. And then we have the new journey with the Fool card. Wow. This press conference is and the this is, it's not all the information's not going to come out, but it's got this really powerful energy. They are going to bring it with the Nine of Wands again, holding one wand, fiery energy. They have the strength on their side, the power of the strength against the oligarchs, the moneyed men that took advantage of them. They are probably going to expose. And we've got the Ace of Coins, and then the Seven of Swords, which is about the lies, the deceit, and you've got the eyes seeing the lies and deceit and the stealing of their youth. Wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. You've then got the Page of Wands, the information being brought forward, the Five of Wands, the infighting scrabble that will ensue, the Five of Swords. This is about obstacles, this is about challenges, but the Five of Swords, bullying, betrayal, deceit, stealing, people walking away, a money trail being revealed that will force some into undercover retreat. Might be about somebody who's passed. Oh, Epstein money trail. Duh! Because this is the person who is in the mausoleum, in the sarcophagus, and the agreements and partnerships. Page of Coins, the money information coming out, and we've got the women celebrating. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Big, 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 big. Wow. Strong, strong, strong energy there. Okay. Show me how the perpetrators, the predators are feeling about this. Show me how the predators are feeling about this. I do keep getting the orange twerp is going to collapse publicly. I don't think it's going to be tonight with the Carney meeting, but he is, and it will, oh gosh. Things are okay. My guides are just wanting to say, please breathe, get your hands into nature, go to the beach, go to the mountains, go to the lake, go to the park, wherever you can go, plant a tree, plant some flowers in a public garden bed or something like that. Spend time with little children, your grandchildren, etc., or grandnieces and nephews, or whatever it is. Know that this will pass, but it is going to get incredibly, incredibly intense as the net tightens on these people. So how are the predators feeling? They were once upon a time called the elite class, but we shall now call them the predator class. How are the predators feeling at the moment? How are the predators feeling? Come on down. Whoo-wee. The Hierophant, the higher authorities, thinking the government perhaps. Well, in government, in Supreme Court, in positions of high authority. Okay, do they think they can control it because they're in positions of high authority? I think they do. The challenge, though, is this, the military and government. Now, I'm not saying there's people in military. There may be a couple in the military, but the challenge being the Chariot, the chaotic movement forward, or simply the movement forward, getting steamrolled over. Right, let's see where this goes. Ooh, Ten of Swords. We had that in regards to Minnesota as well, in the same place, twice. The Ten of Swords. Stabbed in the back, betrayed, ending. How are they feeling? Right, in the past, we've got the Four of Wands. Their dude was in the White House. This is my White House card. This is announcements coming from the White House. In the past, and they're both wearing white. They thought they had this I'm going to say they thought they had this controlled, but it feels like it's not. Crowning is reading the Star. The narcissist? No, it doesn't feel like the narcissist. This feels like hope. Hope that will bring healing. The Star. There will be stars. Do not be surprised. I think Massey has already said that there was a record producer and there was like high profile politicians that were in the files. Stars, the Star. There will be a really big star. Oh gosh. And the Emperor. The immediate future. The bully trying to hang on to control, my way or the highway, dictating, winning at any cost. I mean, what have we got? We've got 4 major arcana. So they thought they were safe with their guy or their guys or whomever in the White House, their pick of the DOJ. They thought they were safe in the past, but they're not. But this is trying to wrest back control here in the immediate future. Yep. Externally, the win at any cost, the bullying, the betrayal, the deceit, the lies, the trying to sabotage, but it turns out to be self-sabotage as people aren't buying it. They're walking away. They're not going to buy whatever is going to be put out there. Internally, working hard behind the scenes. There are money trails here, perhaps trying to wipe money trails. Let's see where this goes. Hopes and fears, the Two of Wands, trying to come up with another plan. Trying to come up with another plan. Dark money behind the scenes, money laundering, trafficking, the Magician, manipulation, the Page of Coins, trying to prevent the information, what comes out, but the information about money might come out. The Knight of Wands, volatile information, and they're going to find themselves thigh deep in this swamp, having to make a choice about which way to go forward. Wow. You've got the Ace of Coins. Big opportunity when you start being presented here. They're going to be on the back foot. They're going to find themselves stabbed through the heart because their guy was supposed and girls were supposed to stop this. Looking at options overseas, as we've got the Knight of Swords and we've got the Queen of Swords and we've got the fleeing overseas. Oh, this is just, and then you've got the King of Cups and then the strong women bringing forward information from the past of children. Children bringing this to an end with the with the Ten of Cups and then the Judgment card. Fiery information being brought forward that's going to bring about a judgment moment, and those that made these poor choices are in a nightmare situation. So the perps, they be worried, but they're going to try and wrest control. So just be aware. But I don't think people are going to buy it with that Five of Swords. I don't think they're going to buy it. They're going to try and wrest control as the Ten of Swords. They are finding themselves betrayed, stabbed in the back. Expect deflection, big deflection. This is okay, leave it there. Just know that we have turned a corner big time. Means it's going to get worse while they get more desperate. It's, you know, the mustachioed man in the 1940s demanding that everybody sacrifice themselves for him. It's going to have that sort of energy about it, and then it will be over and we can start the rebuild. So love to you all. Take care. Entertainment only. Let's see how it plays. Catch you shortly.